Welcome into Red Empress Tarot. I'm Patty. I'm an intuitive, a reader, and a healer on the twin flame path myself, here to read you a message for your twin flame journey. I believe that if you have found this video and this channel, you've been guided to do so. If you love the content, please subscribe. I'd love to have you as part of the tribe. Make sure that you tap into your intuition. Make sure that you are following your internal guidance. It's really important. And every thumbs up to the video is so valuable. I love every one of you. Thank you so much. And let's go ahead and get into the reading. Welcome, my loves, to your pick a card reading this week. I have an announcement. I just, on this channel, Red Empress Tarot, made 500 subscribers. I've been up about 5 months. And it's been organic growth, and I'm so happy about that. I want to personally thank every single one of you who have subscribed to the channel and who are helping me build this twin flame community. We're all brothers and sisters in this, and the more that we stick together, the better off we are. I am giving away a mini reading. Again, every 100 subscribers till I get to 1,000. When I get to 1,000, I'm going to give away a full-blown reading. But right now, giving away a mini reading. So in the comments of this video, put anything you want. You can put an emoji, you can tell me your story, you can say hi, anything you want to say, and that enters you for the mini reading. It has to be in this video. And then a week, next week when I do the mirror message, I'll be pulling the winner from the comments on this video. So you have until like late Sunday morning to enter. And that'll be the second Sunday in February. Look at my calendar. Hold on one second. Seriously, not been paying attention to the calendar. COVID is so weird, guys. Time flies. Okay, so, dude, it's already the 23rd. Please forgive my weirdness. Okay, so, Sunday the 28th of February, the last day of February. I have until about like noonish to get comments in on this video, and then I'll be pulling it and announcing the winner on the mirror message that'll come out on Monday, March 1st. Remember, I'm going live on Thursdays. I'm so enjoying talking to everyone, answering questions for you guys. I'm doing free single questions for anyone logged in at the time that their question comes up during the live. So I go on at 6 p.m. Pacific time on Thursdays, and then do a quick reading. As soon as the reading's over, people can put in their questions, and all the questions that get on there by 7:30 Pacific get answered as long as it takes me. Okay? You just have to be logged in when I call you, when your question's up. That's the kicker. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Thank you guys for all the subscriptions, every thumbs up. Growing this community is beautiful, and I'm so proud to be part of it. See you in a minute. Hello, everybody who chose option 1. That's the Green Kyanite. We're asking Spirit, what is spring bringing for your twin flame connection? In separation, what's going on, or in challenge, right? Because some of us are not in separation anymore. Some of us are in communication. So I'm going to say separation or challenge. You're still working on it, right? So let's grab some Palo Santo and get the space nice and clean and clear. The energy good. I'm feeling great. I just feel there's this huge shift happening, guys. It's just amazing. I've been feeling it for a couple of weeks, but the last week it's intensifying, and today it's like blowing my mind, the change, the shift in the energy in the collective. If you guys have been feeling it too, let me know in the comments. I'm really curious to see how everyone's feeling about it. And remember, when you watch collective readings, we come in waves in the Twin Flame Collective. The collective is everybody, right? That's all of the Twin Flames. But there are different waves. So, we're at different places in our journey. Some people are just awakening and starting out. Some people are really in the middle of it, dark night of the soul kind of stuff. Some people are coming to union. Some people are coming to peace with their twin, whatever it is. And I'm just feeling some major shifts in energy, really big ones. So I'm curious to see how you guys are feeling about it too. A little for me, a little for you guys. Okay, I'm gonna hit the singing bowl here. I know it's play the singing bowl, but I hit it. Okay. I just feel like it's time where there's a lot of collective that's coming towards union or coming towards peace in their connection, and it's time to clean things up. It's time to find the loose ends and pick them up. I know, like, mind, body, and spirit. Okay, so it's time to get it all together. Like, I really worked on my connection, mind, and spirit. The last year, I have put so much energy and effort into that. Body, not so much. That's where I was hanging out and not wanting to do it. So, a little over a week ago, I decided I was kickstarting it. I did a cleanse. I drank fluids for 3 days. Purged all the crap out of my system, all the carbs and sugar and stuff, and started over. And I've been eating really healthy, and I'm feeling amazing, and that's probably like adding to my vitality. And I'm going to keep going until I feel really great. And, you know, I've done this before. I'm going to do it again, but it's mind, body, and spirit. So whatever your thing is, whatever you've been holding back on, whatever little corner of your life that you know needs to be adjusted, but that's been your holdout, you've been stubborn about, I think it's time to look at it. I'm feeling like it's time to look at it. Pull it out, dust it off, and take a good hard look, whether it's your finances, whether it's your health, you know, your exercise, whether it's, you know, a relationship that, you know, you need to forgive someone or have some honest conversations. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, guys. This is anything in your life. It's time to get right. It's time to get right with yourself. I just feel like this convergence happening, this energy shift, and we got to be ready. We got to be prepared for anything. Okay. So, Green Kyanite, option 1. What is the spring bringing for your twin flame connection? Spirits, angels, ancestors, guides, protectors, thank you for being with me here today and always as I read for this twin flame collective. Help me be a clear and accurate channel for all messages that come out, and let all messages be for the highest good of all parties involved. Grounding. Protecting. Archangel Michael, protect me with your light as I surround myself with a bubble of white light protection. Archangel Raphael, please be with my twin in healing, and be with me in healing. Be with the Twin Flame Collective in healing. Guys, if you want your angels to intercede in your life, you have to ask. So I really strongly suggest you do that. Start that conversation just like you're talking to a friend, okay? Doesn't have to be anything mystical. It's just a conversation. That's how I talk to spirit. That's how I talk to my guides. I know some of my guides. And I talk to them like they're sitting next to me. That's how that works. Okay. And they are sitting next to me all the time. What's going on? What's going on? I want to shuffle out today. What's going on in this Twin Flame Collective for spring? Tell me the story. Spirit, I want to know the story. We've got the Seven of Wands. And then we've got the Knight of Pentacles. I'd like 2 more cards, please, Spirit. Tell me the story. What is spring bringing? All right, I'm getting 3 more cards. 8 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, and Strength. I'm going to clarify with the Thelema, however you want to say it, tarot. 6 of Wands on the 7 of Wands. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Clarify the cards on the board. Knight of Wands, clarifying the Knight of Pentacles. Clarify the 8 of Cups. Please, Spirit. Thank you so much. Feeling significance in the reading. Just so far, our major arcana is the Strength. Oh, this is a lot of cards. I'm going to take the Ace of Swords, but I don't feel like I should take them all. Ace of Swords on the 8 of Cups. 4 of Pentacles. Clarify the 4 of Pentacles. Clarify the 4 of Pentacles. Clarify the 4 of Pentacles. Clarify that I feel something that wants to come out. I can feel it. 2, the 6 of Swords and the Devil. Clarify the Strength. Clarify Strength. I love this Strength card. I'll show you why in a minute. This makes a lot of sense as what I was saying. Oh, wow. 9 of Wands and the Empress. Okay. Bottom of the deck for the Thelema is 8 of Swords. Bottom of the deck for the Eliminated is the Queen of Swords. Okay, what's coming in this collective, if this is resonating for you, Green Kyanite people? Let me just take it all in because I want to look at everything before I talk about anything. Definitely seeing progression. So the 7 of Wands and the 6 of Wands is what we're leading with. 7 of Wands clarified by the 6 of Wands. All right, so I want to take a good look at the 7 of Wands. I see a divine masculine that is defending his choice. There are 6 wands that are out here in the ground inside his house. So see, he's like inside a building. I feel like that's his house and he's standing in the doorway. And there are 6 wands kind of planted in the ground and he's holding the Ace of Wands. He's holding the Ace of Wands. He's holding his passionate new start in his hands. And he's defending this new start in his own home. It's like he's in a place where he's made his decision. He's going for what he's passionate about. He's going for his divine connection is what I really feel. This particular pile, this divine masculine wants union. Okay? This divine masculine has figured out, he's in his journey enough, he knows he wants union. He's got his Ace of Wands, his passionate new beginning in his hands. And he's defending it. There are people in his own home he has to defend it from. With the 6 of Wands here, look, he's got all 6 of those wands and they're crossed up against each other. They are crossed up against each other. And there's a victory flag in the middle. And it still looks like an archway. Look how similar this is. Totally different deck, right? They're both in an archway. They're both in a building. In what feels like a home. This victory, this success that he wants. He's super defending it. Look at that, how defensive he is about his connection. He's balancing out his Knight of Pentacles and his Knight of Wands energy. So Knight of Pentacles is having the good intentions, but riding the fucking turtle, right? It takes a long time to get through it because you're doing it the right way. Because you're doing it the right way. You can't miss, dotting any I's or crossing any T's, because if you do that, something's not going to be balanced at the end and it's all going to topple over. The Knight of Wands charges in passionately, and there's this new balance being struck here between doing it right and following your passion. No, Pentacles are stable, but it's not the most passionate energy. There's a balance being struck here with Divine Masculine this spring. This is what's happening with this spring. He's really walking away from things in his life now. There's this Eight of Cups. Look at, he invested in something seriously that he thought was going to be fruitful in love. He invested in a relationship that he believed was going to bring him everything he wanted. And it has come absolutely tumbling, crashing down now. It's crashed down. He's gone from it. He's off on his journey. Look at that. Off on his journey. And look at the, people forget these little creatures in here sometime, and they're significant. So there's what looks like a mole here. A mole. Think about that. What is a mole? It's something subversive. It's something underground. There's someone around him, and we see him defending his home. So look at these together. There's someone in his home space that is making it hard, that he's having to defend against. Something, maybe someone that was in his home space. This might be like a karmic partner. But they're still in the picture. He's walked away, he's off on his journey, but they're still trying to be subversive here with a mole. Very clear. Clarifying that Eight of Cups was the Ace of Swords. He's gonna get absolute, this spring, this subversiveness, he's gonna get absolute clarity on, mental clarity on. He's not going to be in the dark about it. It won't be subversive anymore. It's going to come clean. Going to come clear. Whatever's been holding him back, there's someone that's been holding him back. It could be, guys, it could be a family member too. It doesn't have to be a romantic karmic partner. It could be like a parent or a brother or a sister that's jealous. Someone close in that Divine Masculine would not have suspected of being subversive, but is. And I know this sounds so James Bond, right? But it's true. People do stuff like that. People want what they want. And they learn techniques throughout their life to get their way, and they're not always above board. And so people use what they know. And there's someone that's using manipulative tactics to try and keep Divine Masculine stuck from the connection. And they have been for some time. But he's seeing it now. He gets it. No more. It's clear. It's clear to him. His Knight energy. He's like, I'm getting like he wants to be on his white horse and to come charging in. And he's getting balanced out so he can do it. The Four of Pentacles. Okay. This has been an ongoing issue with Divine Masculine is money. And I'm sorry, this is a lot about divine masculine in this pile. I'm not seeing divine feminine's here at the end, but a lot of the beginning of this is about divine masculine, so that's what I'm going to talk about. Look, divine masculine has had a problem hiding. Look at how this person has all of these pentacles piled up and they're kind of behind them, hiding behind money. Like money is my security in life. This masculine has felt that money was their security in life. They didn't realize that self-worth and self-love and the love of the people that around you, that you surround yourself with, that's your real security. Your real security is in the people that love you and how you love yourself. It's not in pentacles. It's not in money. You know, we need money to get by in life, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with having it or wanting to make it or hustling for it. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that this divine masculine has been hiding behind material things for too long. I think he made it too much a focus of his life in his karmic situation. It was too much focus. And he is now understanding the devil energy there. He's now understanding the toxicity of that thought pattern. This was a holdout for divine masculine. I think this divine masculine saw the karmic situation for what it is before he understood how he was putting material things at the forefront of priorities for him. He's going to understand this spring. He gets the toxicity. Finally gets the toxicity. I was like wondering if divine masculine was ever going to get that. Because we keep hearing, right? I don't know you guys, but I keep hearing over and over again when I pull readings or when I listen to readings, I hear divine masculine is focused on his money right now. He's working on his money right now. He's, you know, and I've been hearing that for months. He's not focused on the connection. He's really focused on money. That's because he was prioritizing money over people, money over love. And I think he's going to come to a point this spring where he understands that toxicity. Absolutely understands the toxicity. Look at the devil here. He's kind of fadey. It's like, and you know, this deck, some of the cards are like that, but really, the devil is only like half formed here. He's like very faded out. And this is what I get from it. With clarified, but also by the Six of Swords, he's moving away from the devil energy of glorifying the material over love. It's going to be over this spring. He's learning the lesson. He's getting the lesson. Okay, so we're ending up with now divine feminine is in the readings. So this strength card is really beautiful. A lot of times the classic strength card is a girl trying to pry open the lion's mouth, trying to force open the lion's mouth. And that's really interesting because tarot wasn't built just for twin flame journeys, right? Tarot has been around forever. But it really always feels very symbolic of the twin flame journey, the feminine trying to get the masculine to speak. Right? Well, look, it's not happening anymore. Look at the feminine in this card. The feminine is absolutely at ease. At ease at the masculine's side. And the masculine is not afraid of the feminine. They're contemporary. They're right next to each other. And they're looking toward the future, under the stars. There's a chain around, and I've never noticed that before. There's a chain like around the lion's mane, okay? And look at, if you look up at the top here, it's coming loose. It's like she's taking it off. It's like the feminine is helping the masculine remove their chains. No longer chained, no longer bound. clarifying that, we have the Nine of Wands and the Empress. This is one of the most beautiful Empresses. And it kind of looks like Barbie. I mean, not that, you know, stereotypical Barbies are the most beautiful people. I just really like the card. The Empress and the Nine of Wands tells me that I'm really getting that both counterparts are coming into the Empress energy, which, you know, there's no gender in tarot, doesn't make any difference. It's just about being nurturing and loving, being in your heart space, no longer having these earthly-like priorities. The priority is coming into the Empress energy. And both people, man, both counterparts have been through a battle to get there. It's been a battle to get there. It's taken so much strength. It's taken an incredible amount of strength on both people's parts. And through the spring, it's going to take more strength to stay there and to get where you guys need to go. For this pile, this is the roundup. Home stretch, okay? I feel like communication is coming. We had the Eight of Swords for the overall energy here. That feeling stuck. It's kind of a toxic energy. But we're going from the Eight of Swords to the Ace of Wands. Passionate new beginning. No longer feeling this bound energy. Communication. Passionate communication. Choice being made with judgment. Divinely guided choice. Look at that Judgment card. Look at the angel. Yeah. And then we got our pair. The King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Why are the King and Queen of Swords as court cards here significant? Because they communicate. They have mastered communication. Out of all of the court cards pairs that you could have gotten to show a soulmate connection here, the King and Queen of Swords are the one you want right now because they're the ones that can talk. Clearly, honestly, openly, without leaving anything out. That is where we're going, guys. This is what spring is bringing for your twin flame connection, if this resonates for you. If it didn't resonate, feel free to check out one of the other options. That's how you hone your intuition. Let me pull some channeled messages. This was a really good message. Put these aside. Okay. I'm not even feeling shadow right now. I just want to pull some hidden truth oracle right now. I usually do shadow every channel messages, but I'm just not feeling it. Spirit, tell me if there is a message to the watcher from their counterpart. Is there a message to the watcher from their counterpart? And guys, when the messages come out, if you need to flip the energy on them, you can. If you know it's your story telling your person, you can do that. You could both be watching. Wouldn't that be interesting? It's a small channel. It would be quite the coincidence. But, you know, the more I get into my spiritual journey and the older that I get, the less I believe in coincidence. Truly. Truly. I just see everything as a sign from Spirit now. All right. I'm supposed to do it this way. I know I crossed the line with you. The apology is forming, guys. Your person, look, the divine masculine, I'm going to say the divine masculine here. For a long time, they didn't want to have to be the one to apologize. They didn't want to admit that they did anything wrong. It was like this denial, because who wants to hurt the person that is made for you, right? The good thing about that, guys, if you're watching Divine Masculines, is that if your Divine Feminine is on this journey and watching this video, she is seeing your connection from a higher perspective. I know I do. You know, there was a time when I was really, really hurt by the actions of my DM. And, you know, you don't forget, but you can get a higher perspective and figure out why things happened the way that they did. Now, I want to really say something here, and it's really important. This admission that something did happen to hurt the other person is really important. You can't skip it. It's an important step. Why is it important? Because accountability is important in life. We have to be accountable to each other, and if we're not, it's not going to work. If I do something wrong, I'm going to say I'm wrong, and I'm going to apologize, and I'm going to do it with contrition. It's going to be real. And I expect someone that is my equal, someone that is my counterpart, to absolutely be able to do the same with no hesitation or problem. Because that's what maturity is. That's something I can respect. I really respect it. And it doesn't mean I want someone to go around hurting me and then just apologizing and hurting me again. It doesn't work that way. But we all do things that aren't right. We all make mistakes. And we all should have the opportunity to grow from them. This connection especially. So guys, don't think that you can skip the apology that needs to happen if one is owed. It needs to happen, because if you skip that step, you're going to be out of balance. I hope that you can forgive me one day. Your counterpart really, really hopes that when they bring you the apology, that you're going to listen with an open heart and an open mind from a higher perspective of this journey. Look, we all know why separation happens if you're here. If you're not, if you're new, you can go check out my Twin Flame 101 videos, do some research. I don't have very many yet. I need to start working on that. But look, the reason we go into separation is because we need to, in order to become the best, highest versions of ourselves. We trigger each other to do that. You have to look at what happened in the past from that higher perspective of this journey if you want to come into balance with your counterpart. It's that simple. If you don't do that, I think that's why a lot of twin flames don't come into union, because it's a hard journey and you have to come to that place where you forgive. And you have to come to that place where you apologize. And both have to be open and with an honest heart. With real intent to move forward from that in a good way. Without holding a grudge on either side. I feel you leaving me behind. Divine Masculines are feeling Divine Feminines move on right now. And you know why? It's because Divine Feminines have moved on right now. The reason they're feeling it is because it's true. Because we've learned that we have to remove our energy in order for Divine Masculine to do his thing. This connection is never going to get unstuck while Divine Feminine is throwing energy at Divine Masculine. It's impossible. I'm seeing I Love Lucy. You know that episode of I Love Lucy where they're in the chocolate factory and all of the chocolates, they're doing fine, they're wrapping them up and it goes faster and faster and they can't handle it and they're throwing them in their shirt and they're eating them all, whatever. Look, it's like that, right? If you keep throwing the energy out, eventually Divine Masculine, he can handle a little bit of it, but if you keep throwing it out, he can't handle it. It's overloaded, So definitely something to consider. Okay, this is the last one in this deck. I bury myself in work to forget you. This is what's been happening. We saw that in the reading. with the Four of Pentacles, that Divine Masculine had this toxicity. And we're also seeing in the reading that in this spring, it's ending. Just really good. That's great confirmation of the reading. I'm going to grab the Messages of Love Oracle and see what comes out there. Spirit, tell me other messages here for the Watcher from their counterpart. Tell me what the Watcher needs to know. Whoa. Self-care. Clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. This is especially important at the end of this connection not end of connection, at the end of this phase of the journey, before contact, before you start talking, before you start trying to work things out. Clear your energy field and take care of yourself, because you need to be your highest and best self before you get to that point. You need to be loving yourself. You need to be caring for yourself. Both counterparts, not just one. Both of you guys need to be in this energy to make it work. If you want it to work, if you want to come to peace, balance, or union. Okay? No. Yes. Okay, I'll take them. Balance. One person has been giving too much in this relationship. Divine Feminine. It's time to let your Divine Masculine come forward and bring balance. You have done enough. It's your time to rest. Divine Feminines, it's your time to rest in the connection and put your energy into yourself right now. Doesn't mean that you're leaving your masculine behind. Not really. You've removed your energy. You've moved on. You could be dating. You could be doing anything in your life, chasing your dreams. It doesn't mean that you don't care about your connection. It means you're doing the right thing, because that's what's necessary. Okay? Addiction. And addiction is affecting this relationship. And I'm going back to the Four of Pentacles. That hiding behind material things, hiding behind things. There could be another addiction involved here. It could be codependency, which let's just break that down, because we say that all the time. We don't talk about what it means. Codependency is the need for other people to need you. That's all it is. So, and it's like, sounds like a big word, and what does that really mean? And does that just mean that I love someone too much? No. Codependency is when you need another person to need you, and you get in a relationship where that need affects everything. It's not want. I want to be in a relationship because I want to be in it, not because I need to be in it. That's unhealthy. That's toxic. So, could be codependency. It could be actually like alcohol or drug or something like that. Could be sexual addiction. You know, if someone has a hole in their life from a formative childhood experience, maybe that they try and fill up with sex, that happens. These are things that have affected the connection, and this is really good that these are coming up, because these are the things that we need to clean up now. It's good. It's like a recap of what's been going on in the connection. Let's get another one. Is there another one, Spirit? Oh, not another stack. Oh my gosh. Okay, that one. What is it? Mastery. Check this out. So we have our recap. What have we been seeing in this connection? What have we dealt with in this connection? Someone crossed the line. Someone wants forgiveness. Someone feels left behind. Someone has been burying themselves in work. Self-care is needed now. Balance is needed now. Addictions need to be released now. And guess what? The very last card, Mastery. You learned the spiritual lesson. You guys are really coming to the end of this phase. I really believe it. This is great. Okay, option 1, Green Kyanite. This has been your reading. I hope that it has helped you. Let's get you a crystal card and a finance card. I want to see what comes out. The finance cards are my Law of Attraction deck. It's really cool. I've only used it just once or twice, and when I've used it, it's been pretty amazing. Okay, but I gotta figure out where I put it. Hold on. There it is. I've got a lot of decks. And I don't have enough decks. Okay, let's clear those out. Okay. I always want more every time I see a new deck. I just ordered the Kipper deck. Everyone keeps using the Kipper deck, and I keep hearing about it. I'm like, why do I not have that? So, I ordered it. Just, there's always something special in each one that comes out in a different way. Law of Attraction cards. Let's see, what do my option 1 Green Kyanite people need to know about finance right now? What do they need to know about Law of Attraction? Bringing abundance into their life. We're talking financial abundance. All right, let's cut the deck and see what we get. Okay. I can set my own standards for financial well-being. Now, isn't that interesting when we just saw that Divine Masculine has been hiding behind money, hiding behind material stuff. And this is talking about setting your own standards, not having to keep up with the Joneses, not feeling like you have to have a certain amount to be worthy or deserving in life. I'm going to read it. It says, once you are able to achieve and consistently maintain your personal alignment, a great deal of money will flow into your experience. So the way that we've been thinking about money isn't the way it really is in the universe. Alignment brings it into you. You don't have to work like a dog to get it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with hustle, and there's nothing wrong with chasing what you want to chase. But, you know, if you have a dream, you want to go after it, do it. Work hard. Put your energy into something positive. But you can't put all your energy into just building up dollars and stuff. Do not let others set the standards about how much money you should have or about what you should do with it. For you are the only one who could ever accurately define that. Come into alignment with who you really are and allow those things to flow into your experience that life has helped you know that you want. I just feel like it's a mic drop. Totally fits with the reading. Divine Masculine is this spring doing this. He's going to be setting his own standards, financial standards for himself. He's not going to give a rat's ass what other people think about how much he has or what he does with it. I like it. All right, let's pull a crystal card because I want to see what could be helpful for you. I love pulling these. Crystals and stones are really important to me. It's what I do with my life. I'm a jewelry designer. And I didn't really know why I was that. You know, I didn't know why I loved it my whole life, stones and crystals and wearing them. And now I do. Because as a healer, it's part of my gift. And I'm really grateful for finally knowing that. Ocean Jasper. Oh my God, we keep getting Ocean Jasper. Okay, this is literally the third time I pulled Ocean Jasper, and there's all these cards. I pulled it, I think it was in the last mirror message at the end. So, yeah, and I did a private reading, and I pulled Ocean Jasper for the person, and I did it literally right after the mirror message, like in the same night. And I'm pulling it again. This is important, guys. I'm going to read from the book again about this, just in case you missed it before. But this is about being good to yourself, okay? This is about taking care of, it's that self-care. We got the self-care card that came up. Okay, Ocean Jasper. There's always time for me time. It's okay to make yourself a priority. Self-care. If you don't take care of yourself, it's hard to be available to care for others in an effective and healthy way. Schedule a little time every day to ensure that you are nurturing and nourishing yourself properly. Take a break and treat yourself in some small way. It doesn't have to be huge, guys. Just that you're acknowledging your own well-being. You've earned it, and if your day is so full that you can't schedule 5 minutes for yourself, then schedule 10. You need it more than you think. Okay, so it might behoove you to get a little piece of Ocean Jasper because this is really coming out for us as Twin Flames right now. If not, you know, if that isn't your thing, Make self-care your priority, okay? Thank you, option 1. I love that you guys were with me. I love that you let me be part of your journey and your day. Come join me at the live on Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. I'd love to interact with you one-on-one. Thank you for every thumbs up, for every subscription. And don't forget to put your comments in this video so you can be entered for the mini reading giveaway. I'd love to give that to you. All right, guys. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Welcome to those of you who chose option 2. That's the Carnelian with the Housewives Tarot. So glad that you're here for the reading. So we're asking Spirit, what's the springtime going to bring for your twin flame connection? I am very curious. Option 1 was really a cool reading. Let's see what happens for option 2, the Carnelian. Okay, so I've already grounded, protected, and called on Spirit. I'm going to clear the energy here with the singing bowl. Ooh, that was loud. That also helps ground. It's nice. Make sure that you're tapping into your intuition. I've had a couple people recently say that a reading doesn't resonate and they were really surprised. And I want to say that when you're watching a collective reading, often you get into a reader and you kind of click with them and like everything will resonate for like sometimes a long time. And then all of a sudden a reading comes up and you're like, whoa, what happened? Is the reader off, or is what's going on, you know? And really what's happening is that there's a message that wasn't for you. So sometimes there's like a piece of the message in there was for you. Maybe like one side was for you, but maybe it didn't all resonate. And the reason for that is that we come in waves, right? But even within a wave, okay? If we have a wave of 1,000 divine masculines and divine feminines, I'm making that number up. It's no way representative of anything real. So if we have 1,000 divine masculines and divine feminines, and they're on a parallel journey and a lot of similar things are happening for them, right? But there's going to be some different things that happen in there for the different people because we're all individual and every single journey is, in fact, unique. So there are going to be times when the message has to diverge a little bit for someone that needs something special in there. There could be a smaller group within that wave that really need a certain message that the main collective doesn't need. Okay, so that happens sometimes. Sometimes it just switches waves or switches, groups. But just rely on your intuition. This is the best way to hone your intuition is in a collective reading like this because it gives you the opportunity to be listening to a reading and have that feeling like, whoa, this isn't right. And to stop yourself and go, oh, my intuition just kicked in and knows that that doesn't fit my story. And that's like how you're building your intuition. As a light worker, you're going to need it. So just always be tapped in. Always be on the lookout for things that don't feel right. If it doesn't fit, you never make it fit. Okay? Sometimes there's just a piece of message. Sometimes it's just like the next message is for you. Another time. You're also always welcome to go back into my playlists and see if anything jumps out at you because the messages are fluid. It doesn't matter when they're pulled. It's when you find it, it's for you. When it calls to you, when it resonates with you. Okay. So let's see what we got here. We're asking Spirit, what is springtime bringing for this collective? The twin flame connection. Tell me what's happening. Tell me what's happening, Spirit. We got the Four of Swords. What's happening this springtime with this particular collective that chose the Carnelian? Two of Wands. Okay, hold on. Ten of Cups, the Page of Pentacles. I want one more. One more, please. I have to have things neat or it drives me crazy. These have been driving me crazy like since I started the video because they're not neat. Anyway, I'll leave it alone. One more. Spirit, is there another card? It's that one. No? No. Keep shuffling. Keep shuffling. What's the... No? Okay. There's something that wants to come out. Okay, it's 2. There's the Page of Wands in the World. Okay, so we've got the 4 of Swords, 2 of Wands, 10 of Cups. This is more than I had planned to pull, but we take what we get. Page of Wands and the World. 2 of Wands, 10 of Cups, Page of Pentacles. I have 2 pages right next to each other. That's kind of interesting. Okay. Let's see what we got. I'm going to use the Everyday Witch Tarot to... let me see what's the bottom of the deck. I need to know. The Fool. Oh, okay. Let's see what's happening with the Everyday Witch Tarot. Clarify the cards on the board, please. Clarify the cards on the board. Tell me why they're here. Tell me about the 4 of Swords. The 9 of Swords. 2 of Wands. Tell me what, why. Is there a Light Seer's card in this deck? The 5 of Pentacles. I'm taking it. Shouldn't have been there, but there's no accidents. Okay. 10 of Cups. Clarify the 10 of Cups. There's something significant about that particular 5 of Pentacles that we need, and I'll have to look at it in a minute. But the artwork is different on all the cards, and it always gives me a completely different message. I rarely just take the dictionary definition. Sometimes, but like not very often. So 5 of Wands. Clarifying the 10 of Cups. Page of Pentacles. What is the page here? It's Pentacles. Why are these 2 pages here? Why are these pages here? Okay, we've got the Page of Pentacles, clarifying the Page of Pentacles. And we've got the Ace of Wands, clarifying the Page of Wands. And I always have this thing with pages and aces. I feel like they relate. Because there's always one. You know, often the page has 1 wand, or the Page of Pentacles has 1 pentacle, and then the Ace has 1. So that's always significant. Let's look at the World. World. Clarify the World. This wrapping up of a cycle. Oh, the artwork on this world is interesting. I don't think I've ever paid attention, but it's getting me. Okay. We got the 10 of Cups and we got the World, and they're really well related. Okay. King of Pentacles flipped out with the whole stack. We got the World clarified by the World, guys. What's on the bottom of the deck? Temperance. The Fool and Temperance are your overall energy. What's going on this spring in this connection? I want to really look at everything. We have double clarifiers here where something's clarifying itself. That's why I use another deck to clarify with, because when that happens, it's like a neon sign. Pay attention to me. Okay. The Fool and Temperance. The overall energy that I'm getting here, this particular Fool card, check her out. She's got her purse and all the shit's flying out of her purse. All stuff's flying out of her purse. It's careless. This is a careless Fool. This isn't the kind of Fool you want. This is a careless Fool. And Temperance is like, okay, so I get here that there's this desire to jump into the connection now. There's this desire to just like take that leap. But Spirit's saying, you're not ready. You're not ready. It would be careless to do it right now, because there are things that are not in place. Spirit's saying, it's going to take a little time yet. It's not the time. Is what I'm getting for this overall energy before I even read the cards. So, Four of Swords. Someone's really in their head about how much time it's taking. The Four of Swords is about recovery period. So the Divine Masculine is in a recovery period right now. He can't come forward, and he's really in his head, like, worried about if this is going to sever the relationship. He thinks he's going to lose his chance because he needs the rest, because he's not ready. And we can see with the Fool here, that person isn't prepared, not ready. And if he does take that leap of faith ahead, if doesn't listen to Spirit, it's not going to work out. But he is so scared. He's so scared that this resting period is going to be the demise of the connection, is what I'm getting. So with the Two of Wands here with this Five of Pentacles, like the Two of Wands, it's making that passionate choice. But look at how this person has those two, like broom and mop, but they have four hands. There's other hands in this. There's other hands controlling this choice right now. There's hands in his choice. He doesn't have full ability to make the choice he wants to make right now. There's someone blocking that. It's like someone holding it back, like those extra hands. I've never seen that before. And it's really making him feel locked out of his happiness. Look at this figure on the ground. Gender doesn't matter. Look at the figure on the ground and look at locked out of this door. But the key, if they would just turn around, the key's right there. They're not actually locked out. They could open the door with the key, but they don't see it because they're so sad right now. It's like, Divine Masculine, your connection isn't going away because you're resting. I know that Divine Feminine is doing her own thing. And, hey, she may even be seeing other people. She may be moving on with her life. Who knows what she's doing, because she's doing her own life. She's not, her energy isn't in your life right now. And I think first of all, I think he's missing her energy. It's like, when you pull your energy away from someone, they feel a void. And this feels like a big void. But also, I think it's sadness and fear because they're not ready. And you know, let's be honest with this. The reason that they're not ready is because they were stubborn and they took a long time to choose to do the work. I'm just getting that with this. Look at this person. It's so careless. It's like they were careless with the connection before, and now that they're taking it seriously, they're in this energy because what have I done? What have I done? What have I done? Did I waste my opportunity? Was I foolish? I'm not saying that's what's true. I'm saying that's how they feel. 10 of Cups here, clarified by the 5 of Wands. Again, we've got the extra hands here. There's someone in the way. There are people like trying to block this connection as well. So not only, I think the masculine is trying to rest from these people. Trying to get some rest from these people in his ear, like trying to tell him what to do. It's like he's had all these people, he's tried to please them for so long and do what they want and, you know, get acceptance that way. It's like he based his worth on the acceptance of certain people in his life. And now he's resting. He's like getting away from that. He's resting from it. He's recognizing these extra hands in his life. but he's not in the best energy about it right now. I mean, he sees his 10 of Cups, but there's these people, like, in blocking it. I mean, look how we have this 10 of Cups here, and there are 3 people in the 10 of Cups. There are 2 women and 1 man. That's 1 too many. 1 too many. And it's not just like a karmic partner, it's other people too. It's probably family members or the karmic's family members, something like that. But it's problematic. Problematic. And this worry and sadness could be, there could be numbing, like drinking, because of this problem. I'm getting a masculine that's tried hard to stop this behavior, and it's like maybe a little bit of a relapse during this period because of all the worry, or maybe it's just fighting the temptation to do it. Could be fighting the temptation. Okay, big message here. So in this 10 of Cups, I've never seen this before. I've never looked at it this way before. So in this 10 of Cups, we have this couple back here, and I see that as a divine couple. And then we've got this person here, this larger-than-life character, like a karmic in the divine masculine's life, that drives them to drink. Look at all these drinks on her. It's like she's the bringer of the drinks. Like, she's the reason I drink. You know, and honestly, like, no one makes us do anything. I'm not saying that that's true, but I'm saying that that might be how the divine masculine is feeling, is that some karmic person or partner in his life is just like driving into distraction, and he might be really, really fighting the temptation to be numbing those feelings. But I think he's far enough in his journey to know that that's not going to help him. Okay, so we've got these 2 pages immediately following. So let's look at the Page of Pentacles, clarified by the Page of Pentacles. This is really big to me. It's wanting to bring in an offer and not feeling like you have enough. Twice. Wanting to bring in solid, stable offer and communication, but feeling like you don't have enough to get the job done. Page is immature, not enough. So maybe divine masculine is feeling like financially not equipped to come in with the kind of offer he feels like he needs to bring. But yeah, there's a big financial component here. In the last option, it was a really big part of the reading, was divine masculine coming out of the toxic energy of relying on money for self-worth. Or trying to like keep up with the Joneses kind of thing, keep up with what society, you know, what is societally acceptable, or what's acceptable in his family or with his friends or whatever it is. There's a money component here too. But I get really divine masculine during this, you know, and that could be part of this ill preparation because it's a purse. Because it's a purse that all this stuff is coming out of. Divine masculine may feel ill-prepared financially, like he's blown a lot of his money, or maybe the karmic blew a lot of his money, and now he's like, oh, now I really need it for something important in my life, and I don't have it. So there could be that component for divine masculine right now, feeling not enough because of finances. Wanting to bring the offer and not prepared, worried about it. I'm so glad to see the Four of Swords here, to see him in a period of rest though, so it's not like, maybe he can alleviate some of this worry during the period of recuperation. He needs to recuperate from these things, from these feelings. Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands. Communication, to me, passion. So I see this Ace of Wands. This is look at the manifesting going on in this card. Look at her summoning her power to manifest this passionate new beginning. It's almost a magician, isn't it? And then the Page of Wands here. Look at this guy. He's like 12. 12 in the 1950s. Not very mature. So I'm feeling like Divine Masculine in the past was in this immature passion energy. Like not in control of his passions in any way whatsoever. Running around like a little kid waving his fire stick around at anyone who wants to look at it. You know what I mean? Sharing it around too much. But look at this Ace of Wands. I feel like it's a progression. I feel like it's coming out of this energy, manifesting change in that. There could be, you know, we see the alcohol here. There could be, with this Page of Wands, I'm getting there could be like a little bit of a sexual addiction there, like someone that has a hard time turning people down. Maybe they're very attractive. And who has never had to turn people down, you know, like to get their passion under control and to be sharing themselves in the right way, in a healthy way for them, I should say. I shouldn't pass judgment on what people choose that way, but what I'm saying is like in the healthiest way for themselves. With the Ace of Wands here, I see like manifesting a change in that. That's not how I usually read the Ace of Wands, but look at the artwork. This is what it tells me. So there's still work going on in this pile, for sure. I don't see like union this spring. But I do see that Divine Masculine manifesting this change in controlling his passions. Starting to understand, maybe in this Four of Swords energy, that the Pentacles aren't everything. Getting these people out of his head. If he can work through those things this spring, he does have a real opportunity to close out some karmic cycles, different karmic cycles, more than one. I see him concurrently working on these different things, like recognizing and working on them, because we have the world in the world. So that's completion. So I think that he definitely has, if he puts in the work, the opportunity to actually complete several cycles here. There's a financial cycle, getting a hold of his finances, feeling more prepared. There's a passionate cycle, getting more a hold of his passionate nature and doing things that are more healthy for himself and for a connection. And then getting these people out of his head that have no place in there. No, don't belong, telling him what to do or how to live. So yeah, that's what I see coming this spring in this particular option. And you know, this is all divinely guided with Temperance. All divinely guided. Queen of Swords here. I mean, communication could come. Queen of Swords cuts out the things that don't serve, and there's a lot here that doesn't serve, and I do see the wrapping up of cycles. So getting in that Queen of Swords energy from Divine Masculine could be really good. And look, with the page, swords, I feel like once he gets a hold of these things, maybe like towards end of spring, early summer, I feel like there could be some communication. All the pages are really like getting me there. And then the Queen of Swords. Like Four of Wands, a celebration of union. This isn't off the table, guys. The wheel is turning in this situation. He's getting a hold of himself. He's getting like clarity on a lot of stuff. And taking action on it, not just getting clarity. And the Knight of Swords again rushes in with communication. Ace of Cups, like for a new beginning in love. So this Divine Masculine could be powering through a lot of things this spring. I mean, there could be a lot happening. Not just one lesson at a time. I'm seeing concurrent lessons. let's pull you guys some channel messages. Let's see what we get. I hope this message resonated. If it doesn't resonate, feel free to check out one of the other ones. Great way to hone your intuition. Okay. I love channel messages. We got some really, really good ones in option 1. I want to see. And it wasn't just counterpart speaking. It was also spirit speaking. So that was great. Okay, so we're going to start with the Hidden Truth Oracle. Spirit, for the collective who chose Carnelian, tell me if there are messages in here from their counterpart or messages they need to hear. You were the best thing in my life. Beautiful. It was my fault, but I blamed you. Yeah. When people haven't been people haven't been taught accountability, they tend to need to put the blame somewhere else because they aren't able to face their shortcomings, their mistakes. And that's a lesson that has to be learned. Is there other messages? Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. I lost myself for a little while. Your person just didn't feel themselves. Like they didn't even know who they were. I'm getting. It's like I'm acting and I'm living and I'm walking and I'm getting up and I'm breathing and I'm eating, but I don't know who I am. Getting that feeling. My life is not as together as it seems. So if you're seeing them around town or on social media and they look all happy, hunky-dory, it's actually not reality. A lot of people put on a mask for society. They feel like they gotta, again, keep up with the Joneses, you know. Gotta put on the brave face, the mask. I knew exactly what I was doing. When I get this card, it tells me that there was some kind of duplicity. So I get that the Divine Masculine probably lied. And please remember, I know I should say it more. Again, there's no gender in tarot. And when we say masculine and feminine, it's just the energy that the counterpart embodies. So it's literally not the male and the female. It's the masculine and the feminine. So there are a lot of masculines out there that are female-bodied, okay? And there are a lot of feminines out there that are male-bodied. So I am not man-bashing when I say Divine Masculine. The reason that I'm getting hits about that is that often in the connection, the Divine Masculine is what we call the runner. They run away from the connection and they generally push the other person away and they hurt them when they do that. So please don't ever take it as man bashing. It's not that. It is literally just how this connection works. I feel you, even though we're apart. They hear you in the 5D. They sense you. They feel you. You are not disconnected. Okay, let's see what we get from the Messages of Love Oracle. What do we get from the Messages of Love Oracle for option 2, the Carnelian? For these watchers, is there a messages from their counterpart or things that they need to know? Okay. Longing, someone is secretly yearning for you. Your counterpart misses you. They really miss you. Warning, don't dismiss the red flags here. I talked about in the last option, you might want to check that out, the need for the apology and how it's important not to skip that. And I'm going to say that here, and I'll probably say that in the next one because I feel like it's the message for the week. I feel like it's really important that You know, like a lot right now or in the last weeks, there's been this overwhelming feeling that the divine masculine wants to come back, wants to get the relationship back, but they're honestly not quite ready. And we saw that in this reading, that they weren't quite prepared. One of the things that happens is that the divine masculine really hopes that the divine feminine will be the one to reach out, so they don't have to apologize. They're hoping that the divine feminine will sweep everything under the rug and they can go on and be happy and pretend like nothing ever happened. But it doesn't work that way, because things did happen and divine feminine was hurt. And if you try and sweep that under the rug, that's gonna lay under your relationship like cancer, and eventually it's gonna eat away at it. It will never be in balance. And divine masculine, if he can't apologize, he hasn't learned his lesson. Because one of the things about being a mature person that's capable of being in a healthy relationship is that you take accountability for your wrongs. We all do things that aren't perfect. And when you can come out and see that you've done something wrong and immediately say, oh wow, that's my fault and I'm really sorry. Take ownership. Work to fix it, apologize and be contrite about it. Don't just give a flippant apology, but be real about that. Say, oh, I am really sorry. If I did something wrong or if I hurt you, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to, and I will work so hard never to do it again. Right? The person that can come out and say that without hesitation is mature, they're responsible, and they're someone you can respect. And we need to have that energy as counterparts to be able to do those things. And if there's a counterpart that can't do that, they have healing and learning to do yet. They're not ready to be a divine counterpart. They're not ready to be a light worker. Okay? Wait. The timing isn't quite right yet, and we saw this in this option. They're not quite prepared yet. It's not time yet. It's happening. We saw that that divine masculine is really working through some heavy things, and maybe like simultaneously and on fast forward, but like today it isn't right yet. Is there another message or two here? Is there another message or two here yet? Let's see. No, that didn't want to come out. Children. Children are important to this partnership. So it could be that you or your masculine or your feminine, whoever you are, has children, and that is a factor in coming together. Could be that you want to have children together. Could be that you can't have children together, guys. Maybe you're past childbearing age like me. You know, maybe you're physically not capable of it. Maybe this is something that drove you apart in the first place. I'm not sure of your situation. Only you're going to know. There's something about children that is significant here, and it's going to be different for everyone. One more. Is there one more? I feel like there's another one. Oh. Well, regret came out. Addiction came out. Okay. An addiction is affecting this relationship. I also got this in option 1. So, I know what the addiction is. It's going to be different for everyone, but it's something to consider. And it might be part of being unprepared. I'm seeing those Page of Pentacles cards in my head, and I'm thinking that that might have been the reason that there wasn't a lot of money. Could have been a lot of money went into an addiction. It could have been gambling. It could have been sex. It could have been... could have been eating in restaurants every night, overindulging that way. It could have been anything. But there is some kind of addictive behavior here, and there's so many things that can be addictive, guys, but it needs to be cleared before it's time. The timing isn't right. This addiction needs to be cleared. Okay. I want to grab a tarot on the addiction. I'm just kind of curious. Let's see if we can see anything about it. I want to see if we can... Oh, yeah. Page of Pentacles. It has to do with money. The addiction has to do with money. It's either overspending or gambling or something you put money into. It could be a drug addiction. It could be anything that takes a significant amount of money out of your budget that normally wouldn't be going bye-bye if it weren't for the addiction. Okay? right, let's pull you a Law of Attraction finance card. Let's look and see what Spirit has to say about money for you guys. We're at the point where we really need to start cleaning up our stuff, and that's part of it, is knowing what to do with our abundance, right? How do we become more abundant so we feel ready for the world, for our connection, to do our work. My life story and the Law of Attraction. I've never seen this one before. I'm going to read it to you. Let's see what it says. Each and every component that makes up your life experience is drawn to you by the powerful Law of Attraction's response to the thoughts you think and the story you tell about your life. Okay, so this is about how you talk about your own life, what goes on in your own life. Your money and financial assets, your body's state of wellness, clarity, flexibility, size, shape, your work environment, how you are treated, work satisfaction, and rewards. Indeed, the very happiness of your life experience in general is all happening because of the story that you tell. So that's very true with the Law of Attraction. What you focus on is what you get more of. It's what the universe thinks you want. So if you focus on lack, I don't have a good enough job, I hate my job, I hate my life, I hate my house, I hate my friends, I hate my dog. Who hates their dog? I don't know, crazy people. But you know what I mean? So if you're focusing on the lack of something or that you don't like something, the universe actually thinks you want more of that because you're attracting that to you by focusing on it. If you focus on the good things in your life, it's like, oh, I love my red candle. Or, you know, I love my family, or I love my friends, or I love this person at work that makes work, you know, worth doing, or whatever it is. If you focus on all the good stuff, you're drawing more good to you. That's just how the universe works. So that was a good message. I'm going to draw you a crystal card real quick. This is a really fun part for me. Crystals and stones are important to me. I'm a jewelry designer, and, you know, I always wanted to help people. And I didn't know how I was going to do that when I was younger. But I was so attracted to design. And like, how is that going to help people design? You know, just making pretty things. But it turned out that actually crystals and stones are a big part of my healing, and how I help people heal. So we got Untitled. Live in the now. Be present. That's also another big part of the Law of Attraction. You guys are getting a big, like, Law of Attraction message here. Be present. Be in the present moment. Enjoy the present moment. Be grateful for the present moment. It's really, really important. The more you do that, the more you're going to raise your vibration. And the more you raise your vibration, the better your life gets. Okay, Untitled, let's see. If I know I have several pieces here. It's like not my favorite colored stone. It's orange and like olive green, which are two of my least favorite colors to wear. They just don't fit with me, but it's actually really kind of a cool stone. So this is Untitled, and this is going to help you with being present. So learning to just grab the moment, enjoy the moment. So if you want to get a piece of Untitled, this might really help you. Keep it in your pocket, you know, get it in some jewelry, however you want to do it. Keep it by your bed. This could be really helpful for you. All stones and crystals vibrate at a slightly different frequency, and they help tune the vibrations in your body. Believe it or not, that's how that works. Yeah. So thank you so much for letting me be part of your journey and your day. I really appreciate it. Join me live on Thursdays at 6 p.m. Pacific time. I do a Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine check-in live. I interact with you guys. And then at the end of the reading, people can throw up a question until 7:30 p.m. Pacific. I answer those questions for free. For the next 6 lives, I'm doing that just as a gift to my subscribers, because I just love working with you guys. And I answer all of the questions as late as it takes me, as long as they're in by 7:30 p.m. Pacific. Thank you for every subscription and every thumbs up. We're building beautiful community. Don't forget to put your comment in this video if you want to be in the drawing for the mini reading next week. So anything you want to put in there is great. Okay, loves, I will see you later. Take care. Love you. Bye. Welcome to those of you who chose option 3. That's this beautiful black tourmaline. This is your reading. We're asking Spirit, what is the spring bringing for your connection, your twin flame connection? What is the spring bringing for you? What shifts are happening? What changes are happening? I'm feeling huge shifts, and we want to know what they are. Gotta get nosy. Little heads up is always a happy thing. I've already grounded and protected and called on Spirit, so we're all good there. I am going to play the singing bowl. That clears the energy from the last reading and helps ground. And let's get into it. Make sure you're tapping into your intuition, guys. It's really, really important to be paying attention to what is for you and what is not in a collective reading. That is way too many cards. 10 of Cups, 8 of Wands. Wow, Knight of Pentacles. 2 of Wands and the Hierophant. Woo! Higher level commitment here, guys. This is a side message. I wasn't ready to pull, but the 10 of Cups and the Hierophant are on the outsides of these cards. So all this is in the middle. Like, this is the content. This is the framework. The Hierophant and the 10 of Cups. That's fucking marriage. Oops, sorry, language. That's marriage. That's, or higher level commitment if you don't believe in marriage. But this connection is leading to marriage. I'm just going to say it. If it doesn't apply to you, you can take that word off of there. But for most of us, this is where this connection is headed. That's cool. So the 8 of Wands, lots of energy being put into this right now. Lots of energy being put into this connection right now. So much fast forward is what I'm getting. The Knight of Pentacles is making a choice. The Knight of Pentacles, who has been on this slow-ass boat to China on this connection, is finally making that passionate choice and putting the energy, and he's going fast now. He's going to get off his turtle and get on his horse, is what I'm getting. Because he wants his 10 of Cups with his Divine Feminine. Divine Masculine wants that happy home, happy life. He wants to marry the Divine Feminine. In this option, if you chose this, absolutely, is what I see. If this is not resonating for you, check out one of the other piles, because this is the message in this pile. Absolutely. Okay, so I haven't even pulled yet. That was just, the Spirit wanted to say that right off the bat. And I don't ignore anything they tell me. What just flipped out and back? King of Wands. Control of their passion. I love that. That could be a real problem for Divine Masculines in the beginning of the journey. Is I'm seeing the Fool. I'm seeing the 5 of Pentacles with the Wheel. Oh, changing. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, setting down the burdens, ending a cycle in greed, coming out of the cold. Guys, okay, hold on. I don't usually read this way, but hold on. Let me center for a second. There's a lot of information coming out here that I didn't expect. Woo! Okay. We are asking Spirit what the spring is bringing for this connection. I am very curious to see what's going to come out, because this is crazy energy. Like the best kind of crazy. The other two options weren't like this. Like option 2, Divine Masculine's not close to ready yet. 4 of Cups. Ten of Swords. Queen of Swords. Page of Coins. Balance. Six of Cups, my twin flame card. Hold on. Oh, the Moon. Hold on, let me just see what's here. This is not what I was intending to do, but I just feel like I need to read it. Divine Masculine hasn't, for a long time, felt like he's had enough to be in this connection. We got, in option 2, I got the Page of Pentacles clarified by the Page of Pentacles. And here I'm getting the Page of Pentacles again. Page of Coins, same thing. There's this feeling of like, so worried with this Four of Cups, so worried that all the cups are going to spill because he doesn't have enough money. I think that this Queen of Swords here has taught him this Queen of Swords in his life has taught him that not having enough money means rejection. Some karmic person in his life, whether it's a family member, friend, job, whatever, Divine Masculine it's a learned behavior that not enough money means I'm going to be rejected. Or it could be even further than a karmic partner. It could be like way to parental examples, right? Or something he saw in childhood. The Ten of Swords, this has been a really painful cycle and it's ending. He's recognizing it. He's recognizing this pattern. This feeling not good enough. Like for a long time with the Moon here, he didn't understand it. He didn't understand why he felt this not good enough way. It's this Queen of Swords. Some feminine figure in Divine Masculine's life has taught him that he's not enough. It's been really painful for like his whole life, I get. That Ten of Swords, look at all those swords. And they're all being suspended in the air by Spirit now. None of those swords are in his back. He's safe now. He's safe now. It's being revealed. Spirit is bringing in balance. Absolutely bringing in balance. I think his finances are also getting balanced, so he's just like feeling a little more balanced. But I think he's going to come to the point now where this painful cycle ends. This 10. 10 is completion. Completion of a painful cycle. I think he's going to feel better about what he has now. It's like understanding that your worth doesn't come from your pentacles. Feeling more balanced about it. And the Six of Cups, this is my twin flame card. He's getting balanced with this twin flame when it comes to this. I think that this has been a huge block for Divine Masculine, this not enough feeling. Okay, let's actually go into the reading. This isn't even the reading. Okay. Just information that wanted to come out. We're asking Spirit. That was just a pre-reading. It's pre-shuffle stuff that came out. Okay, asking Spirit. None of the other piles got this at all. It wasn't a thing. Okay. Okay, I saw the Two of Coins earlier and I ignored it. It was right under the Moon. So I'm just going to take it because I'm supposed to see both of those. Let's see what else comes out. Let's see what else comes out. What's going on in this connection in the spring? Oh my God. You guys, look what popped out on top. Oh my. Okay, let's just take the cards. The Spirit, I'm getting chills all over my body. Okay, and then oh my God, and then we got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles on top of the ones we already got. So we got 4 of the cards that we just got. This Two of Coins I didn't show you because it was underneath the Moon, and I was thinking, no, you know, I don't need to go that deep, but clearly I do. Okay, let's clarify. I'm going to clarify with the Witch's Tarot. This is really interesting. I can't believe all these cards came out again, like immediately, and I shuffled. It's not... Okay, Ten of Wands, clarifying the Two of Coins and the Death. Clarify the Moon. Well, that's a lot. The Two of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Nine. Okay, we need them all. I'm just going to take on the Nine of Swords and the Chariot. We'll look at these in a minute. They go with the Moon. Okay, what goes with the... No, I can't take half the deck. Can't take half the deck. Clarify the Six of Cups with 1 or 2 cards, please, Spirit. We can't keep doing that, the Fool. Clarify the Six of Coins here. Clarify the Six of Coins here. The Four of Wands. Clarify the Ace of Wands here. Clarify the Ace of Wands. This Two of Swords. Clarify that again, the Ace of Wands. I want one more for that. I want to know. One more for the Ace of Wands. Oh. Page of Swords. Oh, okay. And then clarify the Ace of Pentacles. Whoa. Okay. Six of Wands, Queen of Cups, High Priestess, and the Ace of Cups. This is crazy. Okay, and we got the Eight of Swords in the bottom of the deck here. What's in the bottom of the Grand Lux? Page of Cups. Okay. Wow. There's a choice here that has been really, really difficult. Really, really difficult. Divine Masculine has had 2 people to choose from. Divine Feminine and a karmic partner. Could be a family member. I'm getting romantic partner for most, but for some of you, could be a family member, could be a friend, a close friend like childhood friend. And it's like Divine Masculine has, look at this Two of Coins. This is why I needed to see this. I should have picked it up before. And it's coming out next to the Moon, so I want to put these together before we look at the clarifiers. This was right under the Moon when I pulled all those cards earlier when they fell out. Look at this Two of Coins card. See how he's got one of the discs in one hand and one in the other, and he's examining them? It's like weighing the pros and cons. Looking at Divine Feminine. Okay, if I choose Divine Feminine, if I go down this path, this is what's going to happen, and this is what is available to me, and these are problems that might arise. It's like super overthinking this choice. And then there's the other pentacle still in the hand. This choice has been really, really hard. This Divine Masculine has been incredibly torn over making this choice. It could be that the karmic in this relationship is a karmic soulmate. I'm getting that energy like this karmic, even if there was bad blood, even if bad things happened or whatever, it could be that this particular karmic is a karmic soulmate, like there was a lot of love in this connection. But he's got Divine Feminine in his hand up there, raised up, and the other one is lowered. So I see him recognizing the Divine Feminine as the path, but having a hard time of letting go of the other one. Letting go of the karmic. The Moon here, it's like it's been hidden from him. He didn't know which direction to go. We've got, look at this Moon card. We've got the dog and we've got the wolf. It's like on one hand we have loyalty, on one hand we have wildness. Which do I choose? I think he's getting the idea that wildness isn't the way to go, that loyalty is the way to go. Do I go for dependable or do I go for unpredictable? And which one is which, right? I'm really getting this energy of a soulmate energy and like not knowing what way to go. So with this choice, with this really difficult choice, it's 10 of Wands. Like look at the heavy, look at how heavy that's been to carry. And I get that this isn't like just recently. This has been for a long time. This like, which way do I go? Which way do I go? I don't know which way to go. But look, done. He's made the choice. Making or made the choice right now. He's felt like this, like this Eight of Swords. He's felt like this girl. Blindfolded and don't know which way to go. The moon here again is that same energy. And it has something to do with the shadow. Look underneath the Eight of Swords. It has to do with childhood experience. It has to do with abandonment issues. I think that leaving the karmic is really hard for the masculine because he didn't ever want to be the one to abandon the woman. He didn't want to be that man. Or if it's a female, maybe they saw their mom walk out or something and they didn't want to be the one to abandon. They don't want to, it's a shadow. And they felt stuck for a long time because of that. It's like they knew which situation they wanted. Like look at this underneath the wish fulfillment. They know what their wish fulfillment is, but this shadow that they've been dealing with is keeping them stuck. But look at this, the wish fulfillment. And under that we have the, oh my God. Once he deals with this shadow, and gets unstuck, look what's waiting. Wish fulfillment, 10 of Pentacles, and the Empress. Could you get a better 3 cards? I don't think so. Everything he's ever desired is on the other side of dispelling this shadow from childhood. Look at the boy. Look at the child. And look at the woman, and she's almost like she's tied up on a tree of being abandoned. And look at him, so scared. He was so scared of abandoning this karmic. But this is what's waiting when he deals with it, when he finally deals with it. Okay. Okay, let me, where was I? Oh my gosh. So much here. So much information in this reading. Okay. The cycle's ending though, the death. No more of this. He's understanding it now. So clarifying the moon, what's been hidden from him, this whether I go with loyalty or whether I go with the predictable or the unpredictable. And like, look at the lobster in the middle there. There's something painful in the middle, like if he falls in the middle. Like what if they both fall away and all that's left is pain? What if I let go of one, the other one doesn't want me, and all I have left is pain? Clarifying that, we have, again, the Two of Pentacles. One of them has to drop. He's got to dispel that shadow so one of these can drop, so he can have his divine connection. The karmic partner has to be let go of. Or he has to decide to choose the karmic and let go of a future with divine feminine, one of those things. I do get that I think that his wish fulfillment is divine feminine, though. We saw the Ten of Pentacles. We saw the wish fulfillment. We saw the Empress, which is divine feminine. It's what he wants. But he's got to drop one. He's got to dispel that shadow so he can drop one. I feel like it's breaking his heart to make the choice. Breaking his own heart. It's so painful to make the choice. He doesn't want to be the one to hurt someone. With the Seven of Swords here, he feels sneaky. He saw someone abandon a partner young, and it was terrible on them, and he loved them. And now he feels like that person that did the abandoning. He's got to work through this shadow because this isn't him. This isn't real. This is shadow. This guy is shadow. Like the Nine of Swords, so much worry about this situation. Like so much worry. And it's not just like recently. This has been a long time. This feeling bound this way. Seven of Cups. He knows that he has to make a choice, but it's all up in the air right now. He's got to ground himself and make the choice. He can't keep it up in the air forever. Eventually they'll drop. And then all that's left is that lobster, pain, right? If the karmic falls away and the divine feminine falls away, what's left is pain. I think he's really afraid of that. Look, he's gonna make the choice. If it comes in reverse like this, it's confusion. When it's here, he's been in a lot of like daydream about this. He's been like thinking about it, dreaming about it, daydreaming. He's probably having dreams about it too. I think that part of what's going on here, part of the downloads that he's getting are in his dreams. From this card, I'm getting Divine Masculine having dreams about life with the Divine Feminine with that Ten of Pentacles that we saw with the wish fulfillment with the Empress. He knows where he wants to go. But he doesn't want to be the bad guy. He doesn't want to hurt anyone. He doesn't want to be that person that he saw early in life that hurt someone else so much. The Chariot, he wants to do it fast. He knows that there's time is of the essence. Look at this. This Chariot is 2 horses, but look at how they're in the clouds. He's got to ground his chariot. You can't just move forward in your head. You have to move forward in the 3D. Got to ground it. If he wants to move on it, he has to make it real. He has to make the choice and the decision. He has to tell someone. Okay, right in the middle of the spread, 6 of Cups is my twin flame card. The Fool is taking a leap of faith towards his twin flame. Can't get more clear than that. We don't even need another clarifier there. This is what he wants to do. He's got to make the choice. Once he does make the choice, he'll be balanced enough to have union with Divine Feminine. To have that marriage. We saw marriage. This Four of Wands is marriage. He wants to marry Divine Feminine. And he knows it. He doesn't want to marry the karmic. But he needs to get balanced. He needs to drop the karmic first. Until he does, he's not going to have any balance. He's going to be off kilter. Because 3 is too many for balance. For balance, you got to have 2 equals. Okay, so we've got this 8 of Swords as one of the overall energies for the reading. And I want to show you something. So, this Ace of Wands is that passionate, this new start. Wanting to bring in communication about a new start. Wanting to have this new start. See the dragon behind the new start? Look at the dragon behind there. It's scary. This is scary. Dropping this other person and going toward the Divine Feminine is terrifying. He wants it. He's going to do it. But he's scared shitless. Because it's an unknown. That dragon isn't real. It's just some fire. It's just some flames. But to him, it's super scary. That fear of the unknown. Okay, I wanted to show you the overall energy with the 8 of Swords. And then clarifying this Ace of Wands, we've got the 2 of Swords and the Page of Swords. Look how the same character is in the 2 of Swords as the 8 of Swords. She's grabbed 2 of those swords up and she's cut her hands on one of the swords, right? So her hands are free. She's grabbed 2 of them up, but she's still got the blindfold on. So it's like, I'm not stuck anymore. Not being stuck anymore. Grab some swords. I've got some weapons. I just need to take my blindfold off. So it's like mid-process for this. What's going on? This dropping this energy. This Divine Masculine has not dropped this karmic yet. But they're getting ready to. Okay. Hold on, I dropped my card. Oh, I'll get in a second. Hold on, sorry. It went like way under the table. Okay. So also clarified by the Page of Swords, bringing in communication about this happening. Divine Masculine wants to do this, and he wants to talk about it. He wants to tell the Divine Feminine about it. He wants to make the choice and tell her. It's foremost on his mind in this new beginning is having this conversation. Until then, he's hanging out, just watching her, though. I'm getting like, while this process is going, while he's making the choice, he's like mollifying himself by watching like social media or driving by her house or whatever it is, however he could see her. There's different ways to see people, you know. It's like the guilty pleasure until this happens. Okay, we're ending up freaking amazing. So let's end up this reading on the best point possible. A solid, stable offer coming in once this cycle closes out. Solid, stable. This is the end of the reading, so this is the closing of this cycle. Solid, stable offer coming in, clarified by victory with the Six of Wands. Absolute victory in what the Divine Masculine wants to do here. With this Queen of Cups, his Divine Feminine, the love of his life. High Priestess, he's in his intuition about this now. It's hidden from Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine can't see this with High Priestess. It's hidden things. But it's also Divine Masculine in his intuition. He's being divinely guided through this whole process. Absolutely. Ace of Cups. New beginning in love. Solid offer of a new beginning in love with his Queen of Cups, which is a Divine Feminine. Victory. Bam. And the other overall energy, Page of Cups. Communication about love. Yay. And what's under that? Hold on. I always got to do this. What's under that? The Chariot. Fast moving. Once he drops this, fast moving energy. King of Swords coming in, being able to talk and tell his truth. Clearly, honestly, without holding back. Two of Cups. Choice in love. Nine of Cups. Having it all. Having it all. We couldn't get anything better. Absolutely. This is a beautiful, beautiful option. Those of you who chose the Black Tourmaline, congratulations. You have done the work. You have both done the work. And I see beautiful things I see power couple. This is power couple. I don't say that lightly. Okay. I'm going to draw you a Law of Attraction card to look at finances. You are definitely at the point now where you need to get in control, mind, body, and spirit, and get ready for this communication, which can lead to union. If that's what you choose to have, hey, if you don't want it, you don't want it. You come to peace, that's great. But for a lot of people here, this is your life partner. And that's what's going to happen. If this is resonating, remember, we're all in a different stage in our journey. Make sure it's resonating. If you know that you're at the beginning of your journey, you're not here. But if you've been on a long, hard road and you've done all your work and you know your person is doing their work, this could be your reading. Okay. My Law of Attraction cards. So look, we're getting our mind, body, and spirit together. This is the time to wrap up things that you have not taken care of. I've said this in both of the other piles. This is the time, if you have if you've like done all the work on your mind and your spirit and you haven't worked on your body and you know you need to improve your health, take it out, dust it off, and do what you need to do to improve your health. Start going for walks. Start eating more vegetables. Start eating less chips. Whatever it is you do. Okay. It's time to align. Get in alignment, because good things are happening in your connection, and you have to be ready. You don't want to be the holdup, right? Okay. Let's see. Law of attraction. What does Spirit say about your abundance? We're talking financial abundance here, okay? And it's something we all have to think about. The subject of money is really two subjects. I've never seen this one before. And these cards are really new for me. I've only used them a couple times. Let's read it. The subject of money is really two subjects. Money, plenty of money, and the absence of money. So we're looking at having money and the lack of money. Often people assume that because they are speaking the words, I want more money, they are speaking positively about money. When you are feeling fear or discomfort as you speak, you are not speaking of the subject of money. You're speaking of the subject of not enough money. And the difference is important because the first subject brings money and the second holds it away. So that's lack mentality, and we have to really start getting out of lack mentality. When we say, oh, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough in the bank, I can't cover my bills, I'm never going to have more money, I'm not one of those people that's meant to have it, whatever it is that you're saying that's negative, you are focusing on the lack. And the universe thinks that you want that. Then whatever you focus on, the universe thinks you want. And so that's where they're going to send you more lack. When you say, everything's always working out for me. Money's always coming in for me. I know money is on its way for me. I know that my financial situation is on an upturn. I know that things are going to are getting better and better all the time. When you focus on the positive, the universe likes that, right? They bring you what you focus on, so you'll have more abundance, more money coming into you. That's an important distinction there. You don't just say, I want more money. You have to know it's coming. Because once you want something, it's in your spiritual escrow. It's just waiting for you. The only reason it doesn't come to you is because lack mentality, because you're putting out negative. You have to keep it all high vibe and positive, okay? Nice. Let's pull you a crystal card. I'm very curious to see what comes out for you. Crystals and stones are really important to me. If you watch the other piles, you know, but if not, I'm a jewelry designer, and I always wanted to help people. I always wanted my life purpose to help people. But I was really attracted to design. And I always wondered, like, how do I reconcile that? How do I help people with making pretty things? Well, it turns out that crystals and stones, which is what I work with, are part of my healing abilities. So it's a huge aha moment for me in my place in the universe. And I love working with them. So getting to pull you a crystal or stone that might help you is really cool. Crystals, stones, they have a different vibration. They vibrate at unique frequencies depending on what it is. And we vibrate at unique frequencies. And so when you have a crystal or a stone around you, it actually helps fine-tune your vibration. That's how they work. Okay, we're going to see Jade. Be the bigger person. This is about forgiveness, guys. So I'm going to read the book definition for Jade because I think there's something there for you. Look, when your person comes back and you're having that initial conversation, I'm really getting this message. I got this in option 1 too, I think. And we talked about forgiveness at the end of the channel messages. Oh, we have to do your channel messages too. Darn, I don't want to forget. When your person comes back, you have to be in the place of forgiveness, and you have to be in the place of being receptive to an apology. If you're the one that is owed an apology, if you're not the one that's owed an apology, if you owe an apology, you have to be in the place of freely and without hesitancy giving the apology. So it's really important to be the bigger person on either side. let's look and see what they say about Jade in here. And then we'll do your channel messages. I'm sorry, I almost forgot. Last reading, and it's important. I don't want to miss anything. Jade. J is after G. It is late, I'm sorry. Let's see. Okay, take the high road. You have the power to choose how to interact with the people in your life. You can either lift each other up or drag each other down. You can be small and give your power away, or you can be the bigger person and stand strong in your convictions. To elevate your spiritual maturity, be mindful, respond instead of reacting. Don't take things personally. Listen without getting defensive. Instead of letting conversations and encounters get to you, brush them off and maintain your composure. This is your power. Sometimes you say more by keeping silent and get further by remaining still. So this responding rather than reacting is a really good lesson for us. And I think it does have a lot to do with that initial conversation. When you're back in union, you know, not back in union, when you're back in communication and you're maybe on your way to union, you have to be receptive to each other, and you have to be kind to each other, and you have to be willing to accept an apology if that's what you want to do. And if you do that, then you have to let it go and move forward with a clean slate. Okay? Be the bigger person. And you both have to be that. Both divine counterparts have to be in that energy. Or you haven't done your work, you haven't healed yet. Okay, channel messages. Let's start with the Hidden Truth Oracle. Let's see what we get. Spirit, are there messages to the Watcher from their counterpart? There is forward movement in this connection, but we already saw that. That was really fast. For the Black Tourmaline, option 3, channel messages from their person. Are there messages? Are there messages from their person? Ah! Keep dropping the cards on the ground. Hold on. Under the table again. Sorry. Okay. Finding out the truth crushed me. Someone in this connection was lied to about you, or one or the other. One of the counterparts received false information about the other counterpart, and I think it had something to do with the separation. But now they know the truth. We both know I am not the one for you. And this one, whenever I get this, I always get that when the separation happened, it happened for a reason. You guys were not ready for each other. They, at the time, and we're talking about separation here. At the time, it was the right thing to happen. You guys were not for each other at the time. Doesn't mean you're not for each other forever, but you needed the separation. I'm getting it was really important. You wouldn't have learned your lessons, and you couldn't be successful together without it. What else do we get? Just being near you is intoxicating. There's a lot of passion here. A lot. Very warm. I know I messed everything up. Someone feels really guilty about their actions. I love you unconditionally. Okay, let's see what we get from Messages of Love Oracle. We get a lot of love in this option. Just so much. It's been really a tough journey on this one. I can tell. And it's not been fast. Ha! Marriage. This relationship is moving towards a sacred union, as we saw in the pre-shuffle and in the reading. There is higher level commitment here. There is marriage here for those of you who choose it. Absolutely. Power couple. I keep getting power couple. You could do great things together. Have work to do together. I get like high level work to do together. Trust. It's safe for you to trust in this situation. When your person comes forward, you can trust them. You can trust the relationship and you can trust the journey. You are protected. You are very, very much protected. Longing. Someone is secretly longing for you. Your counterpart, even though they're not talking to you, they want you more than anything. They're not showing it or telling you yet, but it's coming. Don't think that because there's silence, that there's nothing in the silence. One more, one more, one more, one more. Is there another message? Three more. I only wanted one, but let's take them. Okay. Oh. Strictly sexual. So in the beginning of this connection, it could be that one of the counterparts was really looking at it that way. They were playing and getting a playing vibe. But the attraction you feel is mutual. So I get that what started out as a player vibe turned into something real. You already know the answer you seek. You already know it's real. But this person had to go through. I'm getting, okay, also, this finding out the truth crushed me. I am getting some lies happening here, but I'm also, when I'm connecting it here, I'm also getting your person originally maybe thought that this was like a fling or something fun or lighthearted, and they let you go. And then down the line, they finally understood that you are the other half of them. And they were like, oh my God, what did I do? Yeah. I feel like there's, okay, let me shuffle and see if there's another message. I feel like there's something else. Okay. Awakening. Both people in this connection are undergoing spiritual transformations. You guys are both nearing the end of this cycle. Awake. Awake, both of you. And that needs to happen. Okay, this has been your reading. Option 3, the Black Tourmaline. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that, okay, fine. Passion, try something you've never done before. It just fell off the top of the deck. It's time to try something new in this connection. When you guys get together, it's going to be new. It'll be very passionate, but it's like, don't think that you're going to go back to the same spot that you left off on. It's time to try something new. It's time to try radical honesty. It's time to try, it's like that. I'm not holding anything back. And it's amazing where it's going to get you. Okay. This has been your reading. Thank you for letting me be part of your day and your journey. I am so appreciative of every single subscriber. Don't forget to put a comment in this video to be entered to win the mini reading. I would love to offer that to you. I'll be announcing it next week in the mirror message on Monday. And yeah, I hope it helped. I hope it gave you a little direction for the coming week ahead. Come join me on Thursday live, 6 p.m. Pacific time. I would love to interact with you. I'm really enjoying all the people I'm interacting with there. It's really wonderful for me to get to do that, connect with you that way. I'm answering a free question for anyone that's logged in while the question comes up. You can put your question up until 7:30 Pacific time. I take all the questions up to that point, and then the list closed, but I answer all the questions till I'm done. So love to see you there. Thank you for every thumbs up and subscription. You guys are lovely. We're building beautiful community here. I will see you next time. I love you guys. Bye.